Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical, this is Misstical Gaming. We're back into Watcher of Realms. And we're going to have a look at the Arbiter of Frost. Why I'm having a look at it, it's because I need him down. If I don't get him down to S, then it's another complete cycle for me, and that's just going to be a pain. So we don't want that. We do want to clear him down to S. I've had a little play around this morning, and a couple of things sort of popped out. So firstly, I'm in the top 11% and I'm at A+. Lord of Sticks, we're at S and we're only in the top 19%. So the Arbiter of Frost, I think, is significantly harder than the others. So let's go and have a quick look. So a couple of things. I'm going to be using a Dolores. You don't have to, but if you do, or if you're using a buff champion, then you do have to be aware of a couple of things. Now, this is the bit you have to be aware of here. When a hero applies a buff by casting, they will be frozen permanently. That's a long time. All heroes redeployment times increased to 60, so you can't have a Volker down there to sort of get people back faster or anything like that. After dealing continuous damage with the Arbiter of Frost or the Cryo Core, the hero restores their HP. That's nice. The Arbiter of Frost possesses high physical damage reduction and magic damage reduction. Okay, so that's nice. And then boss rush enhancement. Heroes gain attack speed, increase, and restores increased HP by dealing continuous damage. Then he's got this this ability here, passive. The Arbiter of Frost receives increased continuous damage. So when you're doing continuous damage to him, it takes increased damage from that. And this is the main function of the fight. He does this like ball of ice, which is, it's not ball of ice, is it? It's a cryo core amass, apparently. The Arbiter of Frost will amass a cryo core, which must be destroyed within 15 seconds. Happy? Yeah. So if you destroy the amassing stops, and the Arbiter of Frost suffers enhanced cryo flesh vulnerability for 15 seconds. We'll have a look at the debuff on him. Not destroyed, the cryo core will explode, dealing AoE damage one time, and the Arbiter of Frost's attack will be increased. Once the Arbiter of Frost enters the boss rush phase, hero's attack will be reduced for 15 seconds, and the boss gains enhanced attack increase. Each cryo core amassed will have increased HP, physical damage reduction, and magic damage reduction. So, that is quite long, but we'll look at that when we get into the fight. The Arbiter of Frost periodically releases Frost Tempest, dealing damage one time to all enemies on the field. Boss rush phase, Frost Tempest deals damage 2 times. Okay, so most of the time it's going to deal frost damage to us. It's done on auto, it's 10 seconds, and like it says, it's periodically releases this. So we've just got to watch out for that. That is something to be careful of. Now when we go and have a look, magic and physical damage defense are about the same, so we don't have to overly worry about that. He's in common armor, so there's no bonuses there for us. There we go, common armor, all types, no great bonus or detriment to us. So right, let's bear that in mind. Right, so here's the team we're going to quickly use. I'm just going to use it for buff purposes, so let's start and jump in there and get me out of the way in a second actually as well, so you can see the ultimates and what we're actually doing. So this is the boss startup phase, and then we will place our heroes down. There's Dolores. There we go, heroes placed down. Right, let's move me out of the way so we can see what's actually going on. Now, as our ultimates build up, we want to buff each other because we want to use Dolores' buff. The way he's doing cryo core amass, we can start our buffs there. Now our buff goes on and it carries on past, and she's still casting, no frozen effect whatsoever. Okay, so as long as you start the cast or do the cast while he's doing that core amass, no issues whatsoever. If you do it outside of that, there's a buff going on, we are now completely frozen. Even the ultimate finishes, when he finishes doing cryo core and nothing we can do. So there we go, that's the issue. So if you do it while he does that cryo core and mass, and you see the taskbar up there going down, then you're absolutely fine, you can cast your buffs, and that it works the same with all champions. Once it finishes, you can't then cast anything that causes a buff, so go careful of that. Now, let's jump into the run. Going to have a look at the champions that are good in this. So here's the guide. popular heroes. Well, Ingrid and Pope are up there, which is nice to see because rarely do they have a spot in the game. So it's good to see they've actually got somewhere we can use here. That's handy. Zilitude is up here, absolutely fantastic champion. Now bear in mind, if you're using Zilitude, you do want to make sure blocked unit targets, blocked targets take 20% more damage. So to make sure you're getting that 20% more damage, make sure you got it all the way up to the front. So you need them to be on that first line of 3 there, going across the shield would be, if they were coming towards that, actually blocking. So make sure if you're using Zilitude, you've got her all the way up. Now I haven't. And then it's just a list of champions I do not have. I haven't got much difference. I've got both of them, and I haven't really seen much difference between Nisol and Annie. So that's about it for me. Alistair, very good with using him. Arrogance, and then So let's jump in. Let's see how well we can do, and hopefully we'll see if we can get past this A+ and into S, because if I can't, then it's such a long grind. It's another complete cycle, and I should imagine I'm not the only person who's going to be stuck at that junction. Let's go this way. Let's see how this pans out. Not even close to it. Not even close. There we go. Oh, dead. So we can get the layer buff going again for us. See if this works out. This was a team I think I got my highest on. We were about 30k short, which is nothing. 30k, nothing. I wonder if I put the skill points into Alistair. I wonder if I could do it. See how close we get again this time. Hoping this one will be push us just over the edge. I mean, whether you get Dolores up comes down to that 50-50 chance whether she gives herself that rage boost in between, doesn't it? I mean, it's quite like RNG orientated, which is a blow. I don't think Beelzebub had that issue, did he? Let's see, I mean, we're well down on this. Miles off this time. We've got it down because that's onto 2, so that's a plus. But we're just holding on this time round to our debuffs and see what happens next time. And come on, I'm going to need you back round this time. Don't use them too early. There we go. Hopefully a night. This is good timing for you. Can we get this one down? Yes. Now we need to do enough damage to get us through to S. Oof. Oh, come on, Dolores. I don't think I hit any of your 50%. In fact, I think we hit them all off, didn't we? Come on. Don't know how much we've got to get. I think we've got to hit the 9, is it? I'm going to imagine it's 9k. Oh, you've just frozen yourself, you idiot. Oh, that hasn't helped. Whoops. Yes, we're through. Yes. Happy days. That's it. I can forget about it. You can blow me up. I don't care. Yeah, go for it. I don't care. That would do. But just is just enough. Whew. Right, I did some gear changes. Go and have a quick look. Right, so this is what we've done damage-wise. And there's Arrogance right at the bottom. So we'll go and have a look at what happened there then. And also we'll go and collect our run as well. There we go. There's the achievement that we wanted. Boom, get that. Thank you very much. There's Eloin. Her skills are all done. Gear, she's in invigoration set, so careful on how and where. In fact, we didn't use her in the final team, did we? You didn't make it. You did. You made it and froze yourself at the end. So there we go. We used her at the end, invigoration set, and we've got to be careful where we place it down. And then she's got her own artifact on, which is quite nice. They weren't the real issues on what we used. So, right, here's Alistair. Could have upgraded that at some point. Could have done his skills if I didn't get any further. And there's his gear. It's not fantastic. Could have swapped some more gear around, I suppose. But it is. That's what we've achieved. Right, so 3, and then we've got, obviously we've got Dolores. Where is she? There. So she's in an invig set. Again, you just go and attack bonus, attack bonus, attack bonus, and flat attack where you can get it. An artifact, I do like this golden scarab on her. It gives her more attack and helps with that rage regen. The thing I was on about here is, if we have a look, right, after 50 seconds, deploy permanently increases attack by 5%. Graceful Dancing will have a 50% chance to increase the hero's rage by 300% when it ends. So when her ultimate ends, there is a 50% chance that you will get 300 rage. So you'll fill her turn meter up by another third as soon as she finishes it. I just didn't see it trigger at all. Maybe it was just me being grumpy and thinking the world was against me. So that can play a large amount of RNG if you're using Dolores in there. If you're just missing by a little bit, you might want to have a look to see how often this triggers for you. And if you're just missing it coming round to the core, that may be the core issue for you. So then we used up a night. Gear is what it is, saying it's not the best gear in the world, but it's fine for my account. I've been waiting for this event to kick off. I've just done gear rate 321. I've got a lot of stamina saved up, so we're just going to go ham on gear rate 321 to actually get our gear up. So that's hopefully do quite a large jump in the account over the next couple of days. Now here's what we've done with Arrogance. Now Arrogance was the important hero. The Arrogance took the team over the line, and we gimped him for it, essentially. We had a look at who did our most DPS. He was at the bottom. So that's our Arrogance there. We put him in the morale set just to boost up the damage of everyone else more than anything else, but he still did 5 million. Whether it's worth it or not, I don't know, but I do know I want to put him back in his normal gear. So that's the team I used. Now you can use buffs, as I did, but bear in mind you have got to wait for that core to come round, and you may wish to test and adjust where and who's got how much rage, that sort of thing, on when those buffs are coming round. Go careful with it if you are going to use it. Using it again on an auto battle after you've done it may work because it'll be done on timing, so that could work all right, but certainly not when you're doing the fight. You don't want to just click the auto and let it run, because you'll probably freeze yourself permanently. Now I think that is much harder than the other fights altogether, because when we have a look at where we are, top 9% for S, 19% with Lord of Sticks, and then only a smidge further on in Wasteland Titan gets you double S. So I mean, or double S plus. So there is quite some margin in this. This is much harder than all the others. Probably significantly harder than the others as well. So bear that in mind. That's how I done it. Not an easy fight at all. Anyway, I've got S, I'm happy. There's the concept of how to do it. If you're doing buffs, please remember that you have got the boss who's going to do his hit. Make sure if you're using the buffs that you do it during the cryo core, and then you should all be good. Right, thank you for your time. I'll see you in a video again soon. We're doing shard pulling tomorrow morning, so thank you very much, and I'll see you then. Bye.